All right, guys, thanks for jumping on. Sorry about this. We had some complication on our training today and it didn't record right. So I'm going to hopefully reach back out to you guys through this quick Zoom. I'm just going to answer a few questions that people had this morning on our Zoom training call that we did. One of the questions was the pay structure, just maybe going over how that actually works. When you buy a membership, you've got to remember that you have a right team and a left team. Now, when you enroll a member and you place one on your right and then place one on your left, what that does is that just unlocks the ability to earn up to $500 a week in commissions. That doesn't mean you earn 500, it just means you unlock it. But let's talk through this a couple more steps. Now, let's say the person on your right, they go out and they get their two members, they place one on their right and one on their left. And then the person on your left, they go out and get one person, place them on the right and place them on their left. For you to advance to the next rank, you would need to place one more member on your right and one more member on your left. So this would give you a total of two personals on your right and two personals on your left. And one of those two on each side has ranked up to the associate level. Once you do that, you rank up to copper, and this will unlock the ability for you to earn $1,000 a week. Now, you also earn points. So remember, each time somebody buys a $199 membership, you're going to earn 50 points. And every time somebody purchases a $499 membership, you are going to earn 150 points. So as those memberships are being purchased, you're accumulating points on both your right and your left teams. When you accumulate 500 points on your right, 500 points on your left, then you will receive a $500 check. They will deduct that $500 or 500 points from each side starting the next pay cycle. So if you have, if you're a copper and you have, 1,000 points on one side and 500 points on the other side, then they will pay you 500. So your right side would go to 0 and your left side would go to 500 the next week. So hopefully that helps on how the compensation works. Now, one other issue that we have had is, I'm going to undo my screen here, is signing up people that are in countries where 7K is not doing business yet. And they've tried to use these mail forwarding. And that just causes a little bit of trouble, because what happens is when a package leaves 7K, it is insured to the first address. So if you use one of those, they call them postal ones, I think. If you use one of those, it would be insured to that address, but it would not be insured to the forward address. So let's just say that somebody signed up in India and we're not open to do business in India, but they used a postal one. 7K would ship to either, the United States address that the postal one was, and then postal one would forward it on. It would not be insured on that forward on. And we've had some people that have lost memberships or packages because that didn't work. So the best right now is, just try not to sign somebody up unless you're using a actual address that a family member or someone has in a country that we are currently working. The next question is, we had this: if somebody passes away, is the business position willable to another person? And I talked with Jason today, and yes, it is. That's a little bit of a process, but you would need to just, if someone family member purchased that the name was in, contact 7K and they would go through the proper steps to have that done. It would be passed on to either a spouse or maybe a child. Another question we had is, the different ways to make money in 7K. There's a lot of ways. One is when you buy the bullion. All right, this is just a bullion coin. These are 1-ounce bars. I've got this is actually a 10-ounce bar, and then I've got a 5-ounce bar that is actually in a case like this. So this is a 5-ounce bar, 10-ounce bar, and a 1-ounce bar. We can make money on these by just buying them. I have a friend that's not a member in 7K. And maybe you want to mark it up a little bit. So if you take an ounce of coin, maybe you bought it for, let's just say, $32 an ounce. So you gave $32 for that. If you wanted to sell it to somebody and maybe make it 35, or you make a few dollars, you could do that. But remember, you're also saving money when you're buying bullion at dealer direct pricing. So that's one way that you can make money in 7K. Another way is using these autosavers. These autosavers that we purchase, or even a coin drop. When we purchase these, and I'll just rounding numbers here now, let's say that you purchase this for $150. A lot of times you'll see these coins that they're selling them for $250, making $100. And even of some of the autosaver coins, here's one that's still in package. This is a Liberty coin. This is a $1.2 million mistake coin. We're paying $115 time to get it shipped. They're selling those for $150 to, I've even seen some of the rare ones sell for $200. So, there's a lot of different ways to make money in 7K. You can also, use the commission side of it. Each time that referral program, each time you sell a membership, you're going to get those points, and that's another way that you can do that. Another thing is we had a question about storing these autosavers in the private vault, like somebody that's in a different country, other than outside of the US that we do business in, like say they're in Canada or the UK or maybe even Australia or Singapore. Can we store these in the private vault? At the current moment, no, you cannot. But 7K is working on that. Here's what I want you guys to understand is we have two different vaults. All right. There's a Sound Money wallet vault that stores all the Liberty Eagles and Gold Eagles inside of that vault. We also have 7K's vault where all the autosaver coins are stored at. And inside of that, there's like a safe deposit box where each member will have their box that they can store these in. But this is not operating yet, but this is their concept. What they want to do is there will be a day that you can store your autosaver coins in your private vault that is in Idaho Falls, and it will be documented by this barcode. The barcode will actually be scanned the day you purchase that autosaver. And if you choose to store it in your vault, then it will go into your vault. And this vault will be able to store up to 25 coins roughly. So that's one of the things that is not in place yet, but it will be coming very quickly. The second and probably the last question is the teamwork, guys. Remember, when you're building a binary, it's not just you building it. It takes a team effort. When you get let's just say that it's you by yourself and you start one person on your right team. It's you and that person trying to build your right team. Well, then they get somebody. So now it's you and that one person, and the other person that's still on your right team. You may get overflow fairly quickly in this, and you may not receive any overflow. When I got started in this, I can in the 2 years, my upline has probably placed maybe 3 people in my downline. It's actually, I was growing at a faster pace than they were growing the other side, and it's not a big deal. Everybody grows at different paces, and what you got to remember is just if you want this, you got to get with the people that are working and find out, plug into training calls, learn as much as you can about 7K and the opportunity. Learn, watch the buyer certification and get trained on the knowledge of the language that some of these guys are using, and it'll make it a little bit simpler for you. But we're going to try and do some of these training calls again. I appreciate you taking time. I hope this answers the questions that we had, at least on today's call. So thanks, guys, for watching, and keep up the good work. You guys in Australia, I know, are part of this, that'll be watching this, and you're doing a great job over there. And if there's anything that I can do to help you guys, just let me know. And reach out to Miranda. I know we had both Sams were on the call today, and I hate naming names because we did have a couple people from United States that were on the call that had very good questions. And we kind of discussed that today. So we will be doing some more of these calls, and I apologize again because we went a little bit long, and the way we downloaded it didn't quite save the way we wanted it to. So I just re-recorded the questions that I could remember, and I appreciate it. And thanks for watching. We'll see you later.